Once upon a time in the small town of Ravensbrook, there lived a young boy named Samuel. Samuel was known for his mischievous nature and his insatiable curiosity. One fateful day, while wandering through the outskirts of town, Samuel stumbled upon an abandoned car hidden among a cluster of gnarled trees. The car was an old, rusty relic with shattered windows and a faded paint job. Its mere presence exuded an eerie aura that sent shivers down Samuel's spine. Despite his better judgment, Samuel couldn't resist the temptation to explore further. The car seemed to call out to him, whispering secrets and promising adventure. With trembling hands, Samuel carefully approached the haunted car. He hesitated for a moment, aware of the rumors that had circulated around town about its sinister past. Legend had it that anyone who dared to steal the car would be cursed for eternity. But Samuel, driven by an inexplicable thrill, cast his fears aside and slid behind the wheel. As Samuel turned the key in the ignition, the car roared to life with a sudden burst of energy. The engine's thunderous growl drowned out the boy's racing heartbeat. The car seemed possessed, guiding Samuel through the winding roads and mist-covered streets of Ravensbrook. With each passing mile, the town's familiar sights morphed into a sinister version of their former selves. The moon cast an eerie glow, and the wind howled mournfully through the twisted branches of the trees. Samuel's excitement slowly transformed into an unsettling fear as he realized that he was no longer in control of the haunted car. The car took him to the outskirts of town, to a desolate and dilapidated mansion known as the Darkwood Manor. Legend had it that Darkwood Manor was the home of an eccentric inventor who met a tragic end. It was said that his restless spirit still haunted the halls, forever searching for the answers that eluded him in life. As the haunted car screeched to a halt in front of Darkwood Manor, Samuel's heart sank. He felt an oppressive darkness weigh upon him, and he knew that his fate was sealed. Reluctantly, he stepped out of the car and entered the mansion, driven by an invisible force. Inside, the air was thick with sorrow and despair. The walls seemed to whisper of lost dreams and shattered hopes. Samuel explored the mansion's many rooms, each one filled with relics from the past. He discovered the inventor's workshop, a cluttered space filled with half-finished inventions and broken dreams. Among the scattered papers and dusty contraptions, Samuel found a journal. As he flipped through its worn pages, he learned of the inventor's tragic life, his obsession with unraveling the mysteries of the world, and the darkness that consumed him in the end. The journal spoke of a curse that bound the inventor's spirit to the haunted car, trapping him in an eternal loop of torment and regret. Realizing the gravity of his situation, Samuel made a desperate plea for forgiveness. With tears streaming down his face, he begged the inventor's spirit to release him from the cursed car and to find peace in the afterlife. His words echoed through the halls, and for a brief moment, time stood still. Suddenly, a gust of wind rushed through the mansion, extinguishing the flickering candles. The haunted car vanished, leaving Samuel alone in the darkness. As the silence settled, he knew that his ordeal was over. The curse had been lifted, and the haunted car was gone. From that day forward, Samuel carried a somber reminder of his misadventure. The experience had taught him the consequences of his actions and the weight of his decisions. He vowed to use his curiosity and adventurous spirit for good, to honor the spirits that had crossed his path. And so, Samuel returned to Ravensbrook, forever changed by his encounter with the haunted car. His story became a cautionary tale, a reminder to all who heard it of the dangers of tempting fate and the price one might pay for stolen thrills.